Well, hello, 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 and long time no see. It's been probably a few days since I have been live on my platforms, but I am here and I'm ready to serve. Super, super excited to be here with you on the last Thursday of 2021. For those of you who may not know who I am, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, and the owner of Holistic Fitness, located right here in Queens of New York, where I am today. Based on my background, I'm hoping you can see that. Not sure why I'm looking so pale. I'm hoping it's just my camera and that perhaps maybe I'm not looking so pale where you are. Anyway, do you want to do some housekeeping and see if I am where I need to be on the platforms that I am hoping to be tuning in at or from? So just give me a second just to check in, as I am on 3 different platforms today as we speak. And yes, I am connecting right now with Twitter. So for those of you who are following on Twitter, let me know that by giving me a shout out by saying hi. Let's go and check out my YouTube page and see that I am there as well. And I am. Let me just lower the volume. YouTube. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Just checking in. And it's nice to know that on my YouTube channel, I do not look as pale as I do on my camera here. Don't know what that's about. But anyway, those of you who are following on the YouTube page, I'm not quite sure how you can comment and interact with me, but I'm sure you do. So go ahead and do whatever it is that you need to do. And do me a favor. Remember to like. So hit that like button and subscribe to my page. So this way here, you'll know when I do go live. Now I want to end where I'm going to be for the remaining portion of our conversation, which is my Facebook page, and see who is joining me on Facebook. All right, so when you are on Facebook, please come and join me and say hi. I'm just going to share this out with a few people, let people know that I am on, and just sending out some insight here. Just give me a minute just to do some housekeeping, as I usually like to make connections. And of course, if you can be here, that's great. If you can't, that's okay too. You can always come back and watch on the replay. As I always like to say, that's the beauty of replays. All right, one more person, and then I'll be ready to give my undivided attention to you. All right. So here we are. As my title says, we're going to talk about planets and intuition today. Why do I want to talk to you about planets and intuition? Well, that's a really good question, and hopefully that's something that's on your mind. Let me just get that out of the way for now. Just want to set this up so if I do have folks watching live with me, I'll be able to comment when they hop in. So why do I want to speak about planets and intuition today? That's a good question, and I'm going to answer that question right now, right off the bat. Reason why I want to speak about planets and intuition. This past week, and I'm trying to remember the exact date, I think it was actually on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, Jupiter moved into Pisces energy. Now, if you know anything about our planets, hello, Sue. You're always there with me. I love your support. You are a beautiful individual. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me. Thank you for those hearts, and I love it, I love it, I love it. Just shouting out to Sue, who's with me. And not to get off topic, which I can easily do today. When we think about Jupiter, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And when we think about expansion, it's about our gifts, expanding our gifts. But did you also know that Jupiter plays a huge role? And this is just like a side note. Hello, Robin. This is just a side note, as the holistic personal trainer is coming forward here. Jupiter also plays a huge role in our body weight. Yes, it does, especially when it's retrograde. And thank goodness it's not retrograde. So we do not need to have that conversation right now about Jupiter and our body weight. that's something I probably will have a conversation about at some point later on, because I do believe many of you are going to want to know how Jupiter plays a role with your body weight, especially when it goes retrograde. But for today, I really want to chat about how Jupiter, again, planet of expansion and our gifts, is connected to our intuition. Because Jupiter has moved out of Aquarius, where it's been for quite some time, and actually, for that matter, retrograde in Aquarius at one point in the middle of 2021. Now it's direct and moved out of Aquarius, and it's now in Pisces. Now, for those of you who may not know, Pisces is associated with the 12th house in astrology. And the 12th house is all about tying up the loose ends, tapping into the deeper realm of things, your dreams, your illusions, your fantasies, your imagination, your psychic abilities, your intuition, and your inner knowing. You ever have experiences where you'll talk about something or someone will ask you something and you have no idea why you know the information that you know, but you do know it? Well, that's your inner knowing. And your inner knowing shows up based on your intuition and also based on the spiritual downloads that we usually get at two different times. First time would be in our sleep. We get spiritual downloads while sleeping. And also during the daytime when we are daydreaming is when we also get spiritual downloads as well. Now, maybe you don't know this or you might know this, you can actually ask your higher self and of course higher power to bring you those spiritual downloads when you're sleeping or in your waking world, for that matter, in dream state, so to speak. When you're in a daydreaming space, you can actually say, higher power, I'm open to receiving my spiritual wisdom, whatever those downloads are, please bring them into and allow me to receive. And it's just that simple. And then whether you're daydreaming, sleeping, or in between worlds now, funny enough, I had an astrology reading with, I'm trying to remember which astrologer, because there are so many amazing astrologers that I connect with. And I actually think there were two of them that had mentioned this to me, where I, in my sleep, tend to go in between worlds. So there are many nights where when I am sleeping, I'm not really sleeping. I might appear like I'm sleeping where I'm laying down, but I actually go to the other side and connect with loved ones and ancestors. And which is why often I wake up not feeling so rested, because I didn't really sleep, because I was on the other side collecting all this information. And I've been told this many times that I have this ability to do that, where I, in my sleep, travel to the other side and then I come back. Now, I could not tell you when I've done that. I do have no awareness of it at all, other than that when I do wake up, 99% of the time, I never wake up feeling rested. And that could be because I don't really get to sleep well when I do sleep, because I'm so busy traveling to the other side. Maybe one day I'll have an understanding to when I do that, but right now I have no idea what nights that happens for me. And I just do know that there are times when I do wake up and I feel like I've connected with so many people in that so-called sleep time, where I'm like, wow, where was I when this was all taking place? In reference to, was it in my dream, or did I literally go to the other side and make that connection? So with Jupiter now being in Pisces energy, it's going to help each and every one of us really expand and activate our spiritual gifts. Now, I put those in quotes because some people don't always refer to their psychic abilities as a gift. Many people may refer to it as a curse because of the energy it comes with, the abilities that one may have. Like, I know for myself that when I am connecting with individuals in my waking world and I'm receiving insight to deliver, sometimes that message that I need to deliver may seem a little odd for me to give to a person whom I do not know. Because that often happens to me, where I'll, in the store, have to randomly deliver a message to a person I may not know at all. In fact, I remember last Father's Day. I'm trying to remember if it was this Father's Day. It was actually last Father's Day in 2020. I was in a store looking for a Christmas card. Yeah, as I'm talking about Father's Day. Hello, where's my thoughts? Anyway, let's get back. So I was in the store and I was looking for Father's Day cards. And when I go to look for anything, I always set the intention I'm going to find what I need really quickly so I can get in and out of the store. At least that's my intention. So here I am in the store looking for my Father's Day cards. I pull one off the shelf, I pull another one off the shelf, I pull another one off the shelf, and I have my 3 cards in my hands and I'm ready to go. But then all of a sudden I hear this voice say to me, you have to deliver this message. And I hear the message. And in my head, I'm like, to who? Who am I delivering this message to? I have no idea who I'm delivering this message to. The only person that is standing near me at the present time is this woman, and she's got 2 children with her. Now, the message that I have to deliver is not a message I really want to deliver when there's children standing with the individual. So I attempted to walk away, but the inner voice got really loud. And I was like, oh my God, really? I really need to do this today? So, because I've chosen in this lifetime to have this gift, I have to make sure I honor the gift. So I approached the woman. I said to her right off the bat, you have no idea who I am. I don't know who you are, but I have a message to give. And the message is, and I very easily said to her, you received a letter in the mail. Probably within a day or 2 ago, and the message is do not sign the document. That's it. And she just looked and she goes, do I know you? And I said, no, which is what I started my conversation off with to begin with. And her 2 children, her one son turned and looked at her and said, Mommy, she's talking about that letter you got in the mail the other day. And the daughter was like, oh my God, Mommy, that's the letter you put on the kitchen table. And she says, well, how would you know about the letter I received in the mail 2 days ago? I said, I just received a message stating that you're not to sign the document. And that was it. And she looked, but how do you know? And I says, I don't know how I know, I just know. And she's like, oh, she goes, well, do you know when I'm supposed to sign the document? And I said to her, I was like, well, I paused for a moment to see if there was any more information to give. And I said, that information I don't have for you right now. All I'm being guided to tell you is not to sign the document. I didn't specify she shouldn't sign a document for the day. I didn't specify she shouldn't sign a document until next week. I just said, I'm being told not to sign a document. Now, whether that's indefinite or whatever the case might be, but that's what I was being told to guide her to give her instructions on. I said to have a great day. And then I also informed her as she's sitting there trying to look for a Father's Day card. I says, you might want to have your children draw a Father's Day card because I don't think you're going to find one that's going to say what you wanted to say. And she goes, you got a point there. And then I said, thank you, have a great day. And I left. So when you have these spiritual gifts that you have decided to take on this contract to do in this lifetime, you do need to honor them. And some people may not classify them as gifts, which is why I'm quoting the gifts versus just saying spiritual gifts. So anyway, so Jupiter being in Pisces energy is going to help activate these abilities for us. Now, in addition to Jupiter being in Pisces energy, we also have Neptune that's been in Pisces energy. And for that matter, Neptune was actually in retrograde in Pisces for most of 2021, for about 5 months, that Neptune was in retrograde in Pisces. So when we have more than one planet in the same zodiac sign, that means that energy is going to be amplified more so than if it's only in one actual planet. And also depending on where this energy sits on your chart as well. And what do I mean by that? Now, I want to just give a shout out before I move forward and say hello to Sherry, who's joined us today. So what do I mean by that? Based on where this energy sits in your chart. Now, hopefully by now, if you've been following me on a regular basis, you know what your natal chart looks like. You know what the chart's all about. You know where all the planets are in regards to your zodiac signs. You know what houses the zodiac signs are sitting in. and that this is not going to sound like a different language to you. Now, if for whatever the case is that you do not have a clue of what I am talking about when I speak about your natal chart, my invitation to you is when this live is finished, go over to Google and Google astro.com. Or you can also Google CoStar, CO/STAR, and put free natal chart. And all you'll have to do is put in all the information that they ask you for, and then you'll have all this information about you. Now, if for whatever the reasons are, you have no idea what time you were born, because that's very important for our charts, you're going to do one or two things. Well, you're actually going to do both things. You're going to actually do two charts. One chart's going to be relating to 12 a.m. and the second chart's going to be relating to 12 p.m. Everything on both charts will be identical except for your ascending sign. And then you'll have that to work off of. And what you want to look at when you're looking at this chart today, whether you have your chart or not, is you want to see where Pisces is on your chart. I'm sorry, where Jupiter is on your chart. What zodiac sign Jupiter is on your chart. Because collectively, Jupiter is in Pisces right now. Now, I'm just pulling out my chart, and I would show it to you, but you won't be able to see it in the lighting because it's just going to look like a white piece of paper there. Maybe if I hold it as far back as possible and out of the light, maybe, but I don't think so. But anyway, your chart, my chart, for me, Jupiter is in Scorpio energy in the fourth house. Now, what that means for me, based on the fact that Jupiter collectively is in Pisces, what this means for me is that when I think about Scorpio energy and it's in Pisces, so we're going to do it this way. We're going to go Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. It means for me, it's in the fifth house. It's representing fifth house energy for me. So what Jupiter is going to help me expand on, being that it's in Pisces, it's going to help me expand on my creativity. It's going to help me expand doing what I do, my purpose, with more fun. And it's also going to, what else is it going to do? It's going to help me to express myself in a much greater way. So that's what Jupiter is going to help me with. Now, when you understand what sign Jupiter is in on your chart and what house it plays on your chart, collectively speaking, you can get a better understanding to what this theme is going to be for you during this period of time, based on where it sits on your chart. Now, Neptune for me, just want to play with you here. Neptune for me is in Sagittarius. And again, like I said, collectively, Neptune is in Pisces. Both Jupiter and Neptune are in Pisces energy right now. So for me, Neptune's in Sagittarius on my chart, which then makes that, I'm just thinking in my head, that puts me in my fourth house with Neptune. And that's all about, Neptune is about our spiritual awakening. And again, it's in Pisces, so that's expansion, the gifts. And Neptune is our spiritual awakening process. So when you look at these energies of Jupiter and Neptune, both really about activating our gifts. And from my point of view, our gifts are our spiritual intuition, our psychic abilities, the work that we came here to do. So now my big question to you is, as I mentioned before, I would love to know what sign and house your Jupiter and your Neptune is on your chart. And this way here, you'll have a better understanding to the theme that this is going to play for you. Because after all, my biggest concern is you. I want to know how you are going to be working through this amazing energy that we have coming in, that's in right now for that matter, and how it's helping every one of us. So I want you to really pay attention. I want you to play, and I want you to be informed, because when you understand your natal chart and also your numerology, there's no way of going wrong here. There really is no way of going wrong. So, as I said, our planets and our intuition. Now, in addition to Jupiter and Neptune both being in Pisces energy, I also want to bring in one other planet just for a moment, which is Mars. Now, Mars is our planet of action. It's a fire planet. It's like things have to happen today. And Mars right now is in Sagittarius energy. And as I just spoke on, Sagittarius is all about our spiritual knowledge, our spiritual wisdom, our spiritual journey, what we are here to learn about ourselves. So with Jupiter being in Pisces, and Jupiter is about expansion, this is a perfect opportunity for you to really get to know who you are on a deeper level. Not who you are on the surface. It doesn't matter who you are on the surface. It really matters who you are on a deeper level, and how can you use this information to better serve yourself and then better serve others as well. Because after all, every one of us are in the spotlight to serve someone. Whether you are an entrepreneur, you're a writer, you're an author, you're a publisher, you're a baker, you're a painter, you're an artist, you're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a mom, you're a dad, whatever your gift is, you are definitely here to serve someone else. So as you get to know who you are and you do the spiritual work and you clear away energies that no longer serve your energy, you become a different version of yourself, and with some prayer, a better version of yourself. And that then in returns reflects on all the different people you come in contact with, because you are a different version of you. Now, how is this sitting with you? How is this all landing with you? Knowing that we have 3 planets that are actually working with you to help you become the best version of who you are. And I want to bring you in on a secret. It's not just 3 planets. We actually have, let's see, we have 4 other planets that are also helping us at this very moment do the work that we are here to do. And those 4 planets, which if you've been listening to me, following my lives, following my TV show, those 4 planets are associated with Capricorn energy. And we're looking at Pluto, the planet of transformation. We're looking at, I had a brain fart for just a moment. We're looking at Venus, the planet of love, relationship, and money. And then we're also looking at Mercury, the planet of communication, technology, scheduling, planning, traveling. Did I say technology? Because it's definitely a big one there. And how we communicate, which is another big one. And then we also have the sun that just crossed over to Capricorn season as well. So 4 planets in Capricorn that is helping each and every one of us do our spiritual work that we are here to do. And in less than, give and take 4 days, 5 days, January 4th, we have a new moon in Capricorn. So that's going to be 5 planets in Capricorn season. 5 planets in Capricorn season, 2 planets in Pisces, and 1 planet in Sagittarius. This is a whole lot of work that our planets are helping us with. Do you not feel excited and appreciated and just super ready to do this powerful spiritual work that you came here to do? Well, I do hope you are. Now, what I would like to do today for the final portion of our conversation, because I do not want to take up your entire day, although I would love to sit here and chat with you all day, but I'm sure you have other things to do. I have other things to do. And I will be back later because today is Thursday. And hopefully you've had an opportunity, especially for those of you who are on my Facebook page, to go check out the Expand Your Intuition card spread. It's already posted. And if you have not, go ahead and check out the page. Go choose one card. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, you can come and join me live, which I'll be streaming on all 3 platforms and sharing those 3 cards and what they all mean. So if you happen to be on my Twitter page or my YouTube channel and you're not quite on my Facebook page yet, please go and friend me on Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. And then I will invite you to come join the private group. Just got a little tickle. Let's get some water. All right, there goes the water. Perfect. All right, so what I like to do again, I want to help you with one chakra today. Clear the energy of one chakra so you can be in alignment to this amazing energy that these planets are really helping you to tap into your intuition, to really do the work that you came here to do. Not just today, but like forever. This is work that we came here to do, every one of us, and I'm so grateful and so excited that you and I chose to be reincarnated in this lifetime together and go through the different lessons that we're going through together to support one another, because that's what we're doing. We're supporting each other. As I'm supporting you, you're supporting me. And we chose to do this at this exact same time, which is amazing, amazing energy. But what I like to do is I like to help you tap into that one chakra to help clear the energy of that chakra so things can flow a little more easily for you. I also want to provide you with an affirmation that's going to help you raise your vibration. And that affirmation may actually add to your story of your journey. And then the third thing I want to do is I want to give you some insight based on a number that's going to provide a hidden message and also may be aligned with some astrology information. So let's see. There's a whole lot going on with the cards here. Let's see what we have in store. So if you like, feel free to take a minute just to close your eyes, take a breath, sort of allow yourself to get connected with the earth. So allow your feet to really feel the support of the floor, of Mother Earth. And if you're sitting, allow your tailbone to get connected to your chair. Your chair is obviously connected to the earth anyway. Just take a breath. And as you take this breath, just be open as one of my cards go flying on the floor. Let me go get it. So excuse me as I go get the card. This happens all the time. I should always have a second deck. Because you never know. You just never know when the cards are going to go flying. But because it did, this is the card we're going to use. And I love it. The card we have for today, now my camera lighting is not the greatest. Maybe because I'm sitting under a bright, bright ass light. Might have to change where I'm sitting. Anyway, the word for today is domestic harmony. How many of us would love to have domestic harmony? Meaning harmony in our home. Harmony with the people we live with. Harmony with the people we have relationships with. How would you like to have some harmony? I know I would. Why not? Why not bring that in? Why not bring that in? And how does that play in addition to your story? Now, the chakra associated here is the throat chakra. When we think about the throat chakra, we think about speaking, we think about expressing ourselves. But there's so much more to the throat chakra. Besides communicating, it's also about listening. Learning to listen, learning to pay attention. I was just speaking before about how Jupiter is helping to expand our intuition. Jupiter is giving us the ability to tap into our higher self, our higher power, our loved ones, angels, ancestors, to gain all this wisdom. So we have to learn to listen. Otherwise, if we're constantly talking, there's no time to pay attention to what's coming in or the downloads. So be willing to listen to the internal insights. 22 is all about, in numerology, it's associated with a master number. And that master number is a master builder. 22 is the master builder. You are building this enterprise this year, as we were in 2021, and that enterprise you are still building in 2022. And now really depending on your energy, your personal energy that you are in and going in 2022 is going to determine the theme of your enterprise. So when we think about 2022 rather, I'm so caught up on the year. When we think about the number 22, let's go there. When we think about the number 22, and even though we do not break down a master number into a single digit, but that number still holds the same meaning of what the single digit is. And the single digit is 4. So when we think about the number 4 is about balance. 4 is about our foundation. 4 is about stability. 4 4 is about being patient as you do the work that you came here to do. Now, the number 4 has a really bad rap. And what I mean by that is many people carry this myth, and I'm going to use the word myth because I'm trying to break that old belief that the number 4 carries the energy of having to work really, really hard to get what you want. I'm trying to change that belief to I work really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? I work really, really, someone give me a word because I can't think of it on my own right now. You know, whatever the word is, and I will come to it, I promise. Krista, you are here. You are great at words. Krista, give me a word that goes, that can carry a better vibration than working really, really hard for the number 4. Working more diligently is what I just heard. I just heard it. Thank you, Krista. I don't know if that was the word that you were going to give me, but I just heard it. So if it wasn't you, it was definitely guides. The number 4, working smart. Yes, not hard. Perfect. Thank you, Sue, for that too. Yes, I love, love, love when people connect with me. It makes it so much easier. So the number 4, as I was saying, carries a bad rap, a negative rap in reference that we have to work really, really hard to get what we want. And I myself have been working efficiently at changing that mindset of I work diligently to get what I desire. And when I look at it in that way, it takes the negative energy off of having to work really, really hard. So the 22 in that 4 energy in numerology is all about the balance, stability, diligence, and just being patient that whatever it is that you are working on will eventually manifest in the divine time. And when you are ready to actually receive. And that's really the biggest part of it, is that sometimes we talk about wanting things, we talk about the thing, our intentions, but the big question is, are you ready to actually receive it? Because sometimes if you're not ready to receive it, you're not going to be able to have it because you're not ready. And we can sit back and set the intentions all we want, but if we're not truly ready and we're not truly believing we deserve, that's going to delay that process. And that's why sometimes we might feel like we have to work really hard to get that thing. It's not that we have to work really hard. We just have to change our mindset to, do I really want this? Am I ready to receive it? Do I feel worthy enough of having it? And once that mindset shifts, then things starts to unfold. Now, when we think of the number 4 in numerology, carries the 4th house energy. So this is really about the home, taking care of oneself, taking care of the family, being the nurturer in the home, and domestic harmony. So our card for today, our chakra for today is really about clearing the energy in the throat and allowing that energy, that blue energy, as my turquoise crystal literally is connected to my throat chakra, helps to clear the energy from the shoulders. Because when we are overly concerned or not paying attention, not listening, and or not even speaking, not even creating, it gets a lot of tension in the shoulders and the back of the neck. So let's clear that energy out. So this way here, we can start expressing ourselves more clearly and easily, and that we can really take advantage of this Jupiter in Pisces energy right now. And Jupiter is going to be in Pisces energy way into May of 2022. So there's a long period of time that Jupiter is going to be helping us expand into our spiritual gifts. Our spiritual gifts, again, are the gifts that we're here that serves our purpose as our spiritual beings that we are. And when we are not in line to our spiritual purpose, when we are doing things based on what serves our ego or what serves society, and we're not in line to what serves us, our purpose, then we become a little sort of off-kilted, so to speak. So we have to really come back into balance and really think about that 22, what it is you want to build that's going to serve you. And these planets are helping us to do just that. And allowing yourself to really dive into your intuition, listening to your intuition, trusting your intuition, paying attention to the guides that come in, paying attention to what your higher self is nudging you on, what your higher power is checking on your hair for, what your ancestors and loved ones are tapping in and saying, go this way, go that way, go this way, and trusting it. And really paying attention to that inner voice, because that inner voice is guiding you. And I want to leave you with that. And I want you to pay attention. Now, again, most of you are here with me on my Facebook page. I almost believe that you all have your own natal charts already. And if you do, that's awesome. I want you to go and check out your natal chart. As I said before, I want you to look at your natal chart and see what zodiac sign and house Jupiter sits in on your chart. On my chart, it's in Scorpio, on the fourth house. So for me, and this is only for me, this is not for anybody else unless your Jupiter's in Scorpio. For me, this is playing a role in my fifth house energy, which is about me having more fun. So this is going to expand fun. This is going to expand how I express myself. This is going to expand my creativity. And out of all of that, what I love most about that is that it's going to expand my creativity. I am super, super excited to see how this is going to expand my creativity, how I'm going to become more creative than I already am. Now, if I get this excited about this, I can only imagine how excited you're going to get once you know the theme that Jupiter is going to help you with in reference to what gift Jupiter is going to help you expand on. So I'm curious to know that. And because I'm curious to know that, what I would love each and every one of you to do, those of you on my Facebook page, you can come back to this page and put in the comments what zodiac sign Jupiter is in on your chart. And I will give you some insight to what that theme will be for you. Now, if you happen to know, if you have it on your hands right now and you want to put it in the comments, I'm looking at the comments and I can respond and I can give you a little bit of insight to what it's going to mean for you. Now, those of you who are watching on my Twitter page, you can put the comments into Twitter too, and I'll come back and give you some insight. Now, as I say, from one live show to the other, I have no idea how those of you who are watching on my YouTube channel can actually interact with me. So for you guys, what I'm going to suggest that you do is go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com and put your information in reference to what zodiac sign Jupiter is in on your natal chart. And I want to give another shout out to some more who are showing up here with me. Hello, Diana. How are you, my dear? I am super, super excited that there's so many of you who are watching me today on my Facebook page. So with all that being said, I really want you to pay attention to your throat chakra. I want you to pay attention to listening more, sitting quietly, allowing yourself to be in that state of quiet so you can receive the messages that your higher self, higher power, ancestors, and loved ones have in store for you, so you can find out what Jupiter is going to help you with. Again, for me, Jupiter is all about expanding the way I create, the way I express, expanding how I have fun. Oh my God, Jupiter is going to help me to play more. Oh my God, I just love, 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 love that. All right, so Sue says, Sue's giving me some insight, though she didn't put it on here. Anyway, so if you can post that in the comments below, I would love that. That would be awesome of you. Anyway, for those of you who are going to post in the comments and I don't catch it while we're live, I will definitely come back and read the comments when I'm off air and respond there either way. But I would love to respond while I'm live. It is just about 39 minutes in. I'll probably be on here for just about another minute or two because, again, I know you have things to do, as I do too. But focusing on the throat chakra for today, allowing yourself to step into that Jupiter energy that's in Pisces right now. And remember, besides Jupiter being in Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces. So we have two planets in Pisces energy right now that really is helping you really discover who you are intuitively, psychically speaking. Every one of us, whether you are conscious of it or not, whether you want to say it or not, every one of us has the ability to tap into our psychic abilities. Every one of us has a psychic gift. Every one of us. Now, I know for myself, when I first started doing this work, tapped into my spiritual journey, I had no clue that I was this gifted between hearing spirit, seeing spirit, feeling spirit, smelling spirit. Now, when I say smelling spirit, it's more like smelling colognes or a different dish. And every once in a while, I even get the ability to taste a specific dish that might not even be cooked, where no one's cooking it. All of a sudden I just get this taste. And then I also have this lovely gift. I don't know the exact term for it, but the gift of knowing. And I know there's a specific terminology for it, but I have that gift as well. Want to give a shout out to Kitty, who's here with me. Hello, Kitty. So again, just going to answer some of the insight that is here with me right now. So we have Sue's Jupiter is in the sixth house in Gemini. So again, what we're going to do here, give me a minute because I got to do some brain work right now. So it's going to be quiet, which gives every one of us a chance to just take in a minute just to hear what message comes for you. I'm going to be quiet for about 30 to 90 seconds. All right, so for Sue, and Sue, I love it. Your Jupiter is actually in 10th house, the 10th house energy. And what that means, it's going to help you expand on your spiritual work that you're here to do. How does that sound for you, Sue? How does that sound for you? It's in the 10th house, which means Pisces is sitting right now in the 10th house energy for you. And that's all about the work that you're here to do, your purpose, your physical 9 to 5. Now, I like to believe and I like to hope that every one of us are literally in a line with our spiritual work, meaning that your 9 to 5 is actually your spiritual work. And that you're not just doing a 9 to 5 for the paycheck or the great health insurance, that you're really doing a 9 to 5. It might not be 9 to 5. It could be 8 to 12. It could be 3 to 9, whatever the hours are. But I do hope that you are in alignment to the purpose that you've chosen to be here for. And if not, you'll hear this from me. This work that we are doing between so many planets in Capricorn season, the planets in Pisces, the planet that's in Sagittarius. This is going to help you get more aligned to that spiritual work that you're here to do if you're not in alignment with your 9 to 5. I hope that makes sense. All right. And then we have Kitty is in Jupiter's first house, Capricorn. Oh, Lord, Capricorn. Kitty, you and I should have a lot of fun with this. Kitty, and if you are still with me, Kitty, I would love to bring you, to get together with you and have a conversation about astrology. And for those of you who do not know Kitty, Kitty is an amazing storyteller of astrology. She literally tells you stories about your astrology chart and how it all comes together. And her Jupiter is in Capricorn energy. And what that means for her, because it's the collective energies in Pisces right now, that puts her in the third house energy, which is really about the things she's going to be creating, the work that she's doing, how she's creating in a different way, and that work is going to expand. And remember, guys, I want to make this notation. Jupiter is about expansion. So Jupiter is expanding the gifts that we are here to do. Jupiter is expanding. So whatever the work that we're doing, Jupiter is expanding it. And that's super exciting for everybody. So anybody else who knows where their Jupiter is on their chart and would like to share that insight right here with me, please do so. And I'll give you some insight to what that's going to mean for you, the theme that Jupiter is going to help you with. And that's the whole reason why I come in and have these lives with you, other than the fact that I like to hear myself talk. I like to have conversations. And I do hope that there are many of you who are watching with me, so I'm not literally talking to myself until you watch on the replay. But anyway, I love to teach, and I love to keep you informed and connected and help you tap into your self on a much deeper level. So again, just want to bring back that card for today, which is all about the throat chakra, working on clearing the throat, working on clearing the ears, because they are both connected. And also really working on allowing yourself to express as much as you can, whether you express in writing, whether you want to express dancing, whether you want to express painting, cooking, however it is you express, it's time to do that. It's time to do that. So Kitty says, thank you, Kitty. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So, all that being said, know that the number today is 22, and 22 is a master number. It means you're a master builder. You are building something as an like an enterprise. And that 4, which is all about balance, stability, being diligent in the work that you do so you can actually accomplish the work that you do, is very positive. And also recognizing that you have to be patient with yourself, because nothing gets built overnight. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. Whether it's an hour's time or several months' time, nothing gets built overnight. So be patient with yourself. And most importantly is, in order for it to manifest, you gotta pretend as though it's already happened. Otherwise, if you start falling back on the factor of it's not here yet and you start doubting it, that delays the process. So allow Jupiter to help you expand, tap into those spiritual gifts. I do look forward to connecting with you again later tonight, because again, reminder for those of you who are interested, and on my group page, I will be going live tonight on my Expand Your Intuition group to talk about tonight's cards. There's 3 cards in the spread. If you have not had a chance to check out the spread, hop over to my Expand Your Intuition group and choose 1 card, and then join me tonight after 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be live. All that being said, I'm going to let you all go. Have yourself an amazing, amazing rest of the day wherever you are in the world. And today is the last Thursday of 2021. Oh my God, I cannot believe we are literally 24 hours away. Should I say 48 hours away from 2022? How many of you are excited for 2022? How many of you are excited for 2022? I will be on live. I promise I will be coming live on 2022 some point in the day to share amazing insight with you. And I'm going to try my best to maybe possibly get Kitty to come on with me. Kitty, if you are still watching, would you be open to coming on with me on Saturday? Some point we'll connect about this personally to see what time is good, but I would love to have Kitty come on with me, and the 2 of us can share some insight to what's in store for each and every one of us for 2022. And if Kitty's open to that, why not have some fun? Why not have some fun? All right, she says yes. So with all that being said, stay tuned. I will be posting an announcement on my Facebook page that I will be going live on Saturday, which is the first day of 2022, at some point, to share about this amazing energy that's coming in for each and every one of us, because it's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. What I want to leave you with for today is understanding that 2021 carried a 5 energy vibration. The number 5 is a very challenging number. If you were to take a pen and a piece of paper and write that number on paper, you'll see just on how you write that number, there's a line, then you got to go down, then you got to scoop it around, which right off the back is an indication that there's a lot of energy there. However, number 6 is one beautiful line that scoops in, which means the energy is going to be a lot easier, a lot lighter. So go with that mindset that that's how it's going to be, and guess what? That's how it's going to be, because you are the creator of your energy. You are the creator of your journey. And if you want to focus on the energy being extremely, extremely powerful, light, easy, and full of gifts, then that's exactly what it will be. If you want to focus on it's going to be challenging, it's going to be another rough year, it's going to be, oh my God, that's what it's going to be. I don't know about you, but I'm going to stay on that side of the fence that's focused on it's going to be a really great year. The gifts are going to expand. We are going to be extremely powerful. We are going to be greater than we've ever been. We are going to be the best version of ourselves. And that's my energy. So if you're on my side of the fence, I'm happy to have you there. And if you're on the other side of the fence, I'm happy to have you there too. Either way, there's no wrong way. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the day. I look forward to connecting. For anyone who's interested in receiving a one-on-one cosmic energy soul reading, this is a perfect opportunity to do just that. In fact, it is Thursday, last Thursday of the month, and the last day to take advantage of my $1 per minute special. It's $1 per minute, up to a minimum of 15-minute reading. If that's something you would like to have to find out what's in store for you on a more personal level, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. If you're on my Facebook page, just send me a message and I'll set up that time for you today. I do have 2 time slots available and I look forward to connecting with you. All right, guys. Bye-bye for now. Many blessings until next time. All right, guys, you enjoy the rest of your day. I do hope that you found today's insight to be uplifting, informative, and apply this information and know that our planets are actually really helping us tap into our intuition. And we don't just have one planet. We don't just have 2 planets, but we have about 7 planets that are helping us become the best version of who we are and helping us just really tapping into our intuition and expanding on our gifts. I say that's a whole lot of magic with our planets. All that being said, have yourself an awesome rest of the day.